First play from scrimmage. Watson going to throw it.
And his first pass is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. Incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
So here are the Commanders making their way out.
And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
So nothing doing there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Carlson is good,
and the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead.
So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
This taken in at the goal line.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and maybe the offensive move.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Here's Gibson.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So it's pretty simple, Barton. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And I don't quite know what's happening here. It's a first down, but the field goal team is out onto the field. This a 33-yard attempt. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Well, normally you line up to kick a field goal on 4th down. But in this situation, they decided to do it a little bit early and then still ran a fake.
I'm just shaking my head because everything about this situation is so weird. They lined up. We didn't know what they were doing. They went for it, and lo and behold, they got it.
Yeah, that's the bottom line right there. I think they confused everyone so much that they got the first down without confusing themselves.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back even with just 1 throw.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the...
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So here is Washington now to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. And this is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Now a 1st down throw. Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Chase Young, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And Chubb will try the middle here. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Taken in at the 22. That'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes that's a danger putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Second and 5. They'll look to throw again. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes his fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. 2nd and 9 now. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw to Jefferson on the slant. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
Back to throw again. This one left side caught by Gibson. And the Commanders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Oh, how about this call down near the goal line?
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way. But that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. Carlson able to put this one through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
And the Browns getting set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. From the gun, here's Watson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They go with Chubb on second down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Browns on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And boy, he is very close to a first down. But from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Here's Tommy Townsend now,
as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Washington's offense ready to go again. There's Antonio Gibson.
Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for them.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes.
They'll throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately.
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a one-score game as the lead will hold at 6.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the 50, it's Watson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Antonio Gibson and the Washington offense ready to go here once more.
A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. They'll look to throw here. This one complete to Mecole Hardman.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Cleveland offense making their way out.
And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Just a gain of a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From just shy of midfield, Watson looking middle, and it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Watson now to throw. Going up top. It's caught at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
They'll run with Chubb. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. They'll try again with Chubb. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Here's Watson. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Holding offense.
And they get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle.
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Watson. This is Shepard on the catch.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
York able to send this one through.
And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So if you like field goals, you've come to the right spot. We've had 3 so far.
But this is a football game, right?
It is.
How you like that one, huh? You like where I went with that? How about that one?
I like it.
Okay, but hey, let's face it. In this game right now, both defenses have responded well. They're trying to hold the line on this. You just wonder if anyone can break through with a touchdown and put some pressure on their opposition.
Here comes Antonio Gibson as he's set for another drive.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw.
Across the formation, Hardman gets the completion. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now back to throw.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't it? But Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll look to throw again.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Second and 1. Locates Hardman for another catch.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Mike Gesicki as the first half is winding down.
And the Commanders would extend their lead here just before halftime.
What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Second half starts with a run by Gibson.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Second and 3.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Second and 9 now. This one brought in by Jefferson.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 44-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Down to the 41.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw.
On the slant, he's got Hardman. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
Able to connect with Dotson.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Back to the ground with Gibson.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. He'll drop to throw.
He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. They're going to look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
And they'll accept that penalty. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 16.
He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw is Watson. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Now it's Watson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 41-yard line.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
63 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. To Shepard, complete over the middle.
And the Browns are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Chubb.
Give him 3 on the game there. Second and goal. From the gun, here's Watson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Browns have got it back to within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Now Cade York for the extra point.
And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the final act belonged to Deshaun Watson in his touchdown run.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. He'll look to throw.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
Gets past one man. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Quick slant, Dotson. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Back to throw again. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Finding Hardman here over the middle. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
It's
was a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds, because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They'll look to throw again. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And again, it's Chubb. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. The Browns send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Commanders preparing for their next possession as this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And he is going to have a Washington first down. They didn't get a lot, but they do convert on 4th. Now give running right Gibson down to about the 37.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Kevin Stefanski consulted with his guys above, and they've told him throw that challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
And able to find Gesicki as tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Got an open man, finding Jefferson. Touchdown, Washington. Justin Jefferson
from 17 yards out.
And the Commanders get an important score there to extend their lead here this 4th quarter. But that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, it's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A 10-play drive that time.
And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 2nd and 9, Watson.
Little out route here, complete to Shepard.
The Browns on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Faking the give. Now Watson. He's got the connection to Cooper.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 48-yard line. Now left side on the swing pass.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
This is the tight end, Njoku. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
A lot of pressure here for Cade York.
This officially a 55-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Well, here we go on the next drive for Washington.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's caught left side by Hardman.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Back to throw here. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown.
Justin Jefferson
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Commanders add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line. Watson now to throw.
He's got Njoku over the middle.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson looking for Cooper. That's complete.
Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first.
Here's Watson.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end.
To the air yet again, Watson.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is You know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercepted. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 7.
On second down, here's Gibson again.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
He'll drop to throw.
Middle of the field to Jefferson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. 2nd and 5. And he's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Back to throw again. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Myles Garrett drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll try the left side with Gibson. Down to about the 32.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it.
And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only... So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And to be frank, Charles, probably not too many people surprised at how this one turned out.
Yeah, I don't think so at all. I mean, they're such a good football team. They were at home. You know, you walked in and you looked at the advantages and you saw that they had most of them. And it'd take a lot to try and even it up. I just thought two words for this ball game: methodical and predictable. And both of them came together.
So for Washington,
their strong September has carried over to October as they move to